What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Oaks Homestead. I'm out here today with my goats. We got our shed done. The goats are loving it, but one thing that I'm having an issue with is feeding dogs, feeding the new donkey Penelope, and just curious as how I'm going to handle this whenever it's time to start milking goats, because that's what we do with them. We like to milk them for milk and soap and whatnot. But when we start doing that, where are we going to do that at, right? Because we need a place that's kind of separate from the rest of the goats. So what I'm going to do today, what I'm going to be working on is putting a lean-to on the back of this, and then I want to try to put a privacy fence around it. That way I can get in there and milk goats, and I want to set some kind of system up to where my dogs can have access to it without the goats following them around. Because we have a really hard time out here trying to feed donkeys and trying to feed dogs, because these goats get into everything. They do not respect boundaries at all. So we're going to be working on this today, but before I do that, we're going to go over to the pigs, and we're finally going to let them out. We're going to let a few of them out, and we're going to put them on this poly wire and see how well it goes. So if there was ever a day that we were going to lose pigs again, today would probably be that day. I just brought the Energizer down, hooked it up. We walked around the perimeter and made sure everything's hitting at 8,000 volts. Everything feels good. Well, it don't feel good.
Yeah, well,
maybe feeling good is not the right term.
A little apprehensive. Let's see how.
Yeah. So we're gonna take the 4 biggest ones, and we're gonna let them out, and we're gonna let them go for a couple of days. They should be trained to this thing by now.
Yeah,
they've had this poly wire in there with them the whole time we've been here.
Yeah.
We ran a strand across the
middle
of
now.
Their pen.
Yeah.
And they have not crossed over that since we put it up.
No, not at all.
So it's a little drizzly today.
Yeah. So we feel like they have respect for the poly wire. So we're not gonna release all of them at the same time.
We're gonna do 4. We're gonna do 4. We're gonna put some feed down for them first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to gently caress them and make them feel warm and at home.
He's gonna grab them and throw them, basically.
And then I'm gonna put them down by the food, and hopefully once they hit the ground, they see the food, and it relaxes them. They start eating, and then they realize eventually, oh, I'm not in the pen anymore, and start looking around to see what's what.
Explore, and then hopefully, as they do come in touch with the poly wire, hopefully they remember, and it'll keep them in there.
I'm procrastinating right
I don't
now.
know. We've seen plenty of other channels and other farms locally do it with the poly wire, so there's really no reason why it shouldn't work, but we're a little nervous.
It's heavy. They're all out. They're doing good. You can tell that they're trained to it. They walk up to it. Once they get close to the poly wire, they kind of turn left or right, and then they just follow along the side.
Yeah, they're not really trying to mess with it.
None of them have actually touched the poly wire since they've been out, which is good because that tells us that they know to stay away from it. So far so good. We are not gonna lie, this is a little nerve-wracking.
A little bit.
Little nerve-wracking. But they're doing good so far.
Yeah.
So this will be something that we have to monitor every day, checking the
we're just
checking the fence.
Especially initially, we're gonna have to come out and make sure that they know where to find the food, where to find the water, and
but they're happy and they're rooting around right now. They're
like,
they're doing good. So we're gonna leave these 4 out and we'll give it a few days, see how they do, and then we'll release some more. And the babies that we have, we're gonna wait probably a month or two before we release those because they're just so small.
Yeah.
So, all right. It's drizzling a little bit. We're gonna see if we can get over to the goat shed and start working on that lean-to now. What a difference a day makes. It was t-shirt weather yesterday. We did everything we could until the sun started going down, then we packed it up. But this morning it's in the 40s. It was nice yesterday. I don't like this stuff. Whew, I don't know how y'all do it up north. That cold weather just ain't for me. So we're gonna get back on it today. But before we do that, we gotta feed goats this morning. And hey goats! We gotta feed goats, and then we'll go check on these pigs and we'll see if they made it, if they stuck around through the night. Hey goats! Hey goats! This is why we're building this thing. Penelope has to be hand fed because she doesn't get in there. The goats kind of push her out of the way. She's still young, so she hasn't she doesn't have that instinct to go and take it. So we have to hand feed her or she just won't get any food. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Pig, pig, pig. Last night was a success. We still got all 4 pigs that we let out yesterday. They have already started rooting up. It looks like they're comfortable out here. You can see where they've rooted up close to the fence, but they don't get next to the fence. So that, I think, is a positive sign that they don't want to go anywhere near our poly wire. So I'm hoping that we don't run into any issues and this is all going to work out for us this time. Now we need to get everything together and get back to work on the goat shed. that's another project checked off of Nicole's list. We got a place for the dogs now where they can come and get away from the goats and not be harassed while they're trying to eat. In the future, I'm going to create a way for the dogs to be able to get in and out of here when they want without the goats following them around. We got some other stuff we want to do. I want to put water catchment and stuff on this as well. So we got more to build on off of this. There's always a project following up. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.